Okay, welcome back to part 3. As I stated in my previous video, I'm going to be clarifying what I did that I was not able to get on camera in the video before. So what I did was I glued this piece onto here, this triangular piece onto the edge on both sides, as you can see, on both sides. I also added another piece of illustration board on here and on this other side. Reason being for that is it gives it more of an makes it look like it's more raised than it originally was, and I think, in my opinion, I think that looks a lot nicer. I also just glued it on the other piece as it was on this other side, and add the rest of the rivets, cut these extra pieces off, and glued in the main side as I showed you before. What I also did was I painted it. I think that's an obvious observation, but I used a silver metallic paint. Sorry, mixed in with some black paint. After it dried, I added 2 layers of that, followed by another 2 layers of Mod Podge. You can see here that it has Mod Podge on it, and right here the ring does not. So you can see the difference of how that changes the appearance of the blade, of the hilt. I mean, I'm also going to be using a hot glue gun, like right here, and you're going to create the raised texture that engravements that the sword has on the hilt guard, and that's easily made by taking a sheet of cardstock paper, putting it on the bottom like this, and then just outlining the shape of the hilt. Once you have done that, you should get a piece of paper that looks like this, or a piece of paper that looks like this, and you won't be needing to draw in the engravements. After you've done that, you will want to cut it out using an X-acto knife to get a stencil. Once you've got that, all you have to do is just place it on there, and using a marker, I have here a Sharpie, you can just easily draw it in on each side, like so, and draw it on each side. And once you've done that, you can then move on to using the hot glue gun to create the texture on there. And I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, so that's all. That's all. All it really is, just follow the drawn stencil and fill it in with a hot glue gun, and you will get this raised texture. And I'll show you. I'm gonna just go ahead through the rest of them and show you what to do after that. Okay, so I've just finished adding the glue into both sides, and what I've also did was I went on ahead and cut out 4 thin strips of illustration board that I will be using for the brim, for the edging of right there. This will go all the way around. Okay, so those are usually made by just getting whatever piece of leftover illustration board you have left, and taking a steel ruler and just cutting out a 2 millimeter thick strip out of the illustration board, and the strip should be at least over 12 inches and 36 centimeters in length, and that's how you will know if it's. That's how you can make sure it'll. Sorry about that. That's how you can make sure it goes all the way around the edge of the hilt guard. Alright, so I'm gonna just go ahead, glue these tiny pieces onto here using hot glue, and I will show you guys what that looks like afterwards. Okay, so you see I now finished painting, and I finished gluing all these things on. I will now go ahead and add another layer of Mod Podge, since I did repaint the entire thing. So I'm going to just do that real quick. several layers of Mod Podge onto the hilt and handguard, and I think it looks pretty nice. Also added the Mod Podge down at the end down here, so I got that all covered up, and I've also added Mod Podge on the centerpiece. Now this side of the blade is painted already, but I am going to be repainting this because you can see some of the black paint right there that got on the sword. So one side's painted, the other side still has to be painted, and I'm gonna be showing you guys on this side how to paint it. Alright, so to start with, you will be needing these colors. You will be needing yellow. You will be needing a light brown. You will be needing a light tan color, and you will also be needing this one right here. I think it's a dark tan color right there. And you will also be needing some white. So once you got all those paints, you are ready to get started with the sword. And I will be showing you guys how to mix the colors and which colors you want to get in order to achieve this look right here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start showing you guys how to do that. Okay, so I have finished painting the sword all using that light yellow color and let it dry. While it was drying, I mixed myself a little bit with this paint. All it really is I just added a little bit of brown into it. It's not too much. It's probably 5 drops into that, and then mix it, and you can get a light color like this. And all I'm gonna do is take this color and add it into right here. I'm gonna do that all around near the inside, all the way towards the inside along the front and the other side, and down towards here in the bottom. I already started painting a little bit. The paint gets a little more a thicker layer down here, so it could look a little darker, where it looks like the dirt gathers up. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, just paint this in like this. And right here where these gaps are, where the ridges, I'm gonna add a little bit more, a lot more paint. What that's gonna do is I'm gonna take a cloth and just wipe it down like that. What that's gonna do is gonna make these little ridges a little bit more noticeable, because it looks like there's a little bit of dirt accumulated right under each ridge, and I personally think that looks a little bit more realistic. Because if you had a weapon, you would use it a lot. Of course, it's logical it's gonna gather up dirt, especially one that's made of a porous material such as bone, which it would have a little bit of small air holes and pockets, so there would definitely be dirt accumulating on the blade. And so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'll do to the rest of it and show you what it looks like after that is complete. Alright, so okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do that for now. Okay, I will now be adding a little bit of this color. I think it's a type of light brown, kind of like you can see right here. I'll be adding just a bit. Oh shoot. Yeah, okay, hold on. I'm just collecting it off from the sword then. Some of it fell on the sword. Get that there. I have to wipe that off. I have to wipe this off before it settles. Oh well, that's no big deal. Okay, so I'm gonna be taking this color and mixing it into whatever I have left. I'm gonna just take all of it. Okay, so this is the last and final layer I'm gonna add. It's gonna be mostly this color. It's like, again, it says like a sienna brown somewhat, and that'll be about it. Except that it has a little bit of white in it. You don't want to put too much white. Okay. We're now gonna go ahead and paint here. I have this black mat on the back, so hopefully to get some contrast effect, so you guys can see the difference in color. Okay, what you're gonna do first is try to get rid of some of the paint under, and try to get some in here.